What up, man? 2017, after my father passed, I went vegan. Not because I knew what that was. I just didn't want to eat anything that was alive, because if it was alive and we burn it and then we eat it, how do we get any nutrients from something that's dead and burnt? It didn't make no sense to me. So I'm almost on 9 years on vegan. The 6 months that I started plant-based only was I lost almost 100 pounds. And I'll show some pictures of myself. I traveled the world. I seen a lot of people in my family. I was 100 pounds less. My little bro passed. My father passed. I lost my business. I was stressing. I was basically living a crucified life. I don't know what was happening, but when my father passed and I went vegan and I started meditating, I didn't know what meditation was either. I just sat. I finally had a place to sit in peace for once. And I sat and I sat. I sat 15 hours a day and just sat and just let all my thoughts go away. And then, that 1 year after that, man, I felt better. But something was happening to me. Some crazy stuff. And I kept meditating and meditating. Today, looking back, it was my chakras. They were activating. And it was crazy because a lot of magic things will happen to you. And I try to explain this year after year, man, and nobody listens. But who cares? Because God was giving me a gift to awaken. And when my last chakra opened, that was accessible, man, the world is really walking backwards. And the world is just a weird place when you have awakened. And I was awakened back then when nobody even knew what awakening was, or vegan was, or living on the off-grid was. I was doing everything before the world was awake to it. So God gave me the experiences for me today to tell you, meditate. It's up to you on the food part. I don't really push food, but I eat clean. Sometimes I go raw for a couple months at a time, but it's been now 8 years, and I built up, I'm almost 200 pounds, of good stuff. So my mind is clear, my body is awake, my subconscious has reprogrammed. That's another subject. Man, life is not what it seems, people. Wake the fuck up. If you're still doing the same thing you did 10, 15, or even 5 years ago, you ain't gonna make it in the future. 2020, I went off grid. I made sure I didn't get the, I cleansed, and I seen who was real and who wasn't, because when I left in 2020, a lot of people took this, didn't want me around. So now I know I'm alone actually in this world. But God will separate you. He will not give you stuff. So now when I started manifesting, because that included the manifestations in 2020 when I started to really focus, and I got everything I wanted that I prayed for. And I'm still here. I'm out here, doing what I want. But God gave me back my focus. Not because he gave me things, but he took away people and things out of my life. Stay away from corrupt, man. And energy is the #1 factor in everybody's life. So who's bad energies? Get away from them. It don't matter who they are. If they're going to keep you down in your life and keep you in one spot, that's the devil.